Hello and welcome to a review of the Comica CVM-WM100 Plus 48-channel wireless dual lavaliere microphone system. Inside the box we have a 3.5mm to 3.5mm locking connector to plug in to the receiver and into a recording device. We also have a micro USB cable to allow you to power the transmitters or the receiver. Then we have a 3.5mm locking to XLR connector to plug into recording devices. 3 belt pack clips to allow you to mount the receiver or the transmitters to belts or other devices. 2 windscreens for the lavaliere microphones. And the lavaliere microphones themselves featuring a metal alligator clip and an included windscreen with a locking 3.5mm connector on the end. Now here you can see the transmitters and receivers individually. This, in this case, is the receiver as it's labeled RX. On the top it has an output for the 3.5mm as well as a headphone jack and an infrared receiver. It has 2 antennas, and you can see there the LED indicators for channels A and B. It has a power connector, and you can navigate the menu system with these 3 buttons here. It is made of a tough plastic design. It's pretty sturdy, but I would like to see a metal version. Here you can see the port you can charge it with or use an external device. And you can mount this to your camera using the hot shoe that's included in the box. And you can put AA batteries in the bottom to make sure you have enough power for your recording session. And here you see the hot shoe that you can put on your camera, mounted to the bottom of your receiver, preferably. And then you don't have to have a dangling cable or anything holding up your receiver. And here is one of the 2 transmitters. It has a line in, a mic, and an infrared sensor. Again, 1 antenna, an RF signal LED, a mute button, and an infrared LED. And the navigation menu system. Again, the same material, the tough plastic that the receiver is made out of. And here you can see the external power acceptance. And the same back where you can plug in the hot shoe if you'd like, or put in AA batteries. And much like the other one, this is the 3rd piece to this set. It has all the same features as the other one. The nice part about this system, as you saw there, the line-in input. You can plug in other devices like musical instruments or other microphones to the system and convert those wirelessly. Other features of this system include an adjustable signal strength, so you can make sure you have enough signal to go where you want. It advertises up to 100 meters of distance between the receiver and the transmitter. In my testing, it's been up to about 70 feet with no issues. It has real-time monitoring on the receiver end. As you saw, you can plug in headphones, 2 power supply modes as you saw in the video. You can power it with an external power brick, something you'd charge your phone with. You can just plug in a USB cable to that and power your receiver and your transmitter with that. And then the big selling point for this is the 2-channel acceptance. So you can make sure you have both channels set, the audio levels you want for the talent you have on each end, and both of those can go in to the left input, the right input. It really just depends on what your preference is. There's plenty of settings you can change to your preference, and of course all of that is adjusted through the menu system on the receiver and the transmitter. Overall, this product has a decent build quality. As I said, I would like to see a metal version of this. The hard plastic will do, but if it gets dropped or damaged, especially the battery case on the back, I could see that being an issue in the future. Everything is built pretty well, and the audio quality is good for the price. It's obviously not as good as its wired competitors or other high-end microphone systems, but as a beginner filmmaker or vlogger or any other system you may need this for, I think it works perfectly well and gives you very good deliverable quality. Unfortunately, the test audio I recorded with the system got corrupted, so I will be borrowing some audio from Jordan Keys on YouTube, so give it a listen.
Alright, so here's just a very quick test of what the audio from this sounds like. I've got the lavaliere positioned here just below the frame, so it's about 8 to 10 inches away from my mouth. The camera is probably 2 feet away from me, so it's not like it's having to go a hugely long distance in terms of the wireless transmission. But I think let's just walk away and see how far I can go before it actually loses the signal. Walking to the other end of the house. This is supposed to work over 100-meter range, so this really should not be that big of a deal. So it looks like I was about maybe 20 yards away, just a little under that. And as far as I'm aware, it looks like it was still working.